All right. Hi, today I'm with Stan Mckenzie of Mckenzie Farms. Can you first start by telling me why you left the tobacco industry to join the citrus industry?
Well, number one, I didn't like growing tobacco. It's real nasty and sweaty, and I just didn't enjoy doing that. And number two, the federal government bought the tobacco farmers out, so they paid me to quit growing tobacco, and I did.
Okay, and will you explain the work you've done in grafting citrus?
We graft probably 40 different types of citrus at my nursery in Scranton, South Carolina. Some real rare stuff, things like Australian finger limes, kaffir limes from Indonesia. So that's one of the real good ways to get some rare stuff and get it going.
Okay, can you actually explain the process of how you graft the citrus onto another?
Yeah, what we do is we grow seeds from something called a trifoliate orange, which is a bitter lemon is another name. We harvest those in the fall, grow them in containers over winter. Then we put them in gallon pots and grow off a single tree per gallon pot, and then cut that off and slice it and graft a stem off the citrus tree we want to produce on top of that.
Okay, you can actually take one tree and graft multiple different citrus trees on it.
If you get a rootstock tree that's got like 4 or 5 branches or whatever, you can graft a lemon on one branch, orange on another, grapefruit on another, so forth.
Okay, and are there any really, can you tell me about the benefits of grafting?
Yeah, the main benefit that you get out of grafting is that if you take a stem off a mature tree that's bearing fruit and graft it onto even a 1-year-old rootstock, you've cloned the mother tree and your tree goes right back into fruit production.
Okay, and not only do you grow citrus, but you also grow a lot of other fruits and vegetables. Can you tell me about the ones that stand out the most?
Well, at the talk I gave today, Asian pears is one of my favorites. I've got like 10 or 12 Asian pear trees on the farm. We do muscadine grapes and some other fruits that we do. And then during the winter we grow broccoli, cabbage, collards, that type of thing. And then in the summer we do squash, watermelons, cucumbers, string beans, that kind of thing.
Okay, and can you tell me about the what prompted you to start the Southeast Citrus Expo and the work you do there?
Yeah. The Southeastern Citrus Expo was started in 2003 at Riverbank Zoo in Columbia. I thought it'd be a fun way to get people that were interested in growing citrus together. And we have speakers and fruit contests and things like that. But anyway, it moves all around the South, and from year to year. We have a Facebook page, Southeastern Citrus Expo. Just type that in on Facebook and you'll find our page.
Weren't you just at a North Carolina convention?
We had one in Wilmington, North Carolina. The Citrus Expo was held there, I believe, maybe 4 years ago.
4 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay. And can you tell me about what you do there at the Citrus?
At the Citrus Expo, we have speakers that are experts in citrus that can explain things about cold hardiness and rootstocks, and it's just a whole day of citrus. Okay. This year it's in Tifton, Georgia.
Okay, and how often is it held?
Once every year. It's usually like in mid-November because we choose that time of year because that's when your citrus fruit is ripening. So we want pretty fruit to enter into the contest.
Okay, and finally, we've been seeing a rapid decline in family-owned farms, but what do you think has been an important factor in keeping your farm in the family?
The main thing is my love of farming. I think, a lot of people, it's hard work and it's long hours, but if it's something you really enjoy doing, there's a peace of mind and a satisfaction that you get that you can't find in a 9-to-5 job.
Right. Okay, and is there anything that I left out that maybe you would like to tell the viewers?
I can't think of anything really other than if you're not growing citrus, you at least need to get a Meyer lemon or something, because there's a lot of pleasure in watching that tree grow, flower. The flowers are real fragrant, and then watching your fruit mature. It takes like 6 months from the time a citrus tree flowers to the time it fruits, but just watching it grow and mature is just a pleasure, and it's educational for children too, so it's something I think everybody should own one.
Okay, and there's also a variety, I may be pronouncing the name wrong, but it's Samsur, I think?
Satsuma.
Satsuma, yes. Can you tell me about that one?
Well, that's what we have. We have our own citrus grove at my farm. I have 135 trees of the Satsuma variety. These came over from Japan back in the 1800s. They're very cold tolerant. They have to be at my farm because we had 12 degrees last winter. So that's what we grow, and they're sort of like the cuties that the children like out of the grocery store. They're seedless and they peel real easy and they're real sweet.
Okay, and finally, can you give me some contact info if the viewers would like to contact you?
Right. Well, the easiest way to get me would be to email me at citrusman99 at hotmail.com. or either we're on the web. We have a website. Just type in a search engine for McKenzieFarms.com, and you should find me that way.
Okay, and I'd like to thank you again for giving me your time.
My pleasure.
Appreciate it.